Hello guys, you are welcome to this channel. If you are new to this YouTube channel, kindly subscribe, click on the notification bell so that you'll be updated anytime we upload a video. Now the video you are about to watch is a video that Nicholas did some time ago, and then if you take close look at what he is explaining here, you would realize that he partially explained what the open mainnet is going to be like. And a lot of people still do not understand this Pi, what Pi network is all about. And they see Pi, or they look at Pi with the same lens of other cryptocurrencies. But Pi is completely different from other currencies. Now, a lot of people are going to be scammed for sure, whether we know that or not. Okay, a lot of people will be scammed of their Pi, and even after this open mainnet, so many people who are still able to keep their Pi will in one way or the other lose those Pi, or they will sell it out, or they will use it to exchange some things that do not match the value of their Pi. Now, this man explained, Nicholas explained into details what it is all about, what Pi intends to do, and it is completely different from other cryptocurrencies. Now, take a time to listen to this particular video. Watch it closely and pay close attention. And after that, we will say a thing or two that will help us to understand exactly or what he's trying to portray here. Okay, so keep mining. And if you are new to this YouTube channel, consider subscribing, and then leave your comment at the comment section, like this video, and then you can share it also. Thank you so much, and keep watching.
Technically, we are already on mainnet. So we launched it officially back in December of 2021. But Pi has done one other thing that is non-consensus. You asked me about this question earlier, and there's so many non-consensus things, is we created the concept of enclosed mainnet and open mainnet. So we're currently on the enclosed mainnet, which means that the real blockchain is out there. We are in the process of performing KYC on the members and migrating their balances essentially over to the enclosed mainnet. During the enclosed mainnet period, it is not allowed to connect the Pi blockchain with any other blockchain or external systems. And during this period, it gives us time to do a few things, such as migrating all the members, as I said, over to the mainnet, continue building utility for the platform. It allows us to have more developers test their applications, and being able to do all that without any external noises or distractions, essentially. And it's an example, like, for example, the KYC solution we created was one of the Pi applications that we built on top of our own platform. And in order for someone to KYC themselves, they need to pay 1 Pi. And that 1 Pi is then distributed to everyone who is helping with their KYC. So there is both AI algorithms, as with every KYC solution, but when the AI algorithms need help from humans, then these humans are coming from the same network, so it's self-bootstrapping itself, and that's happening even during the enclosed period. Yeah, so the answer is that we are technically on mainnet already. It's called enclosed mainnet, and at some point we are going to move to the open network. That's right, yes. So in the crypto space, there is a lot of noises, and also there is a lot of projects maybe that are in for the wrong reasons, maybe trying to have some quick effects without paying attention to long-term value. So it's usually the case that long-term valuable projects are usually started or basically persevered during low times. Yeah, because anything that gets very quick results can also very quickly decay. So we saw some of that in the previous months or the beginning of this period. There's something I like to. It's about going to conferences. So when the crypto space is very hot, then you go to conferences and there's so many people there, and the types of conversations sometimes you're having are very shallow. But when times are a little more smaller, then you tend to meet and discuss and have a lot more challenging conversations. So as I mentioned earlier, we recently announced this KYC solution, which has completed more than 3 million members right now have done their KYC, and that essentially is I think the largest blockchain migration in cryptocurrency history out there. So going forward, we want to continue this KYC migration. We got a lot more members to accommodate and migrate to mainnet. So that's one thing. We need to continue building the ecosystem during the enclosed period. And that's basically by building more infrastructure needed and enabling utilities to be built by the community itself. So we are this weekend, actually, we are joining 3 hackathons at schools at Berkeley, Harvard, and Cornell. We are sponsoring tracks over there. So we may have some students building some Pi applications during those hackathons and initiatives like this for utility building. And finally, we are also building some utilities ourselves, including on the user side, meaning that end user applications people can use, but also on the infrastructure side, such as we have a brainstorm application where people can go and brainstorm and create Pi apps. In fact, in the past, there were more than 10,000 ideas that were proposed in this platform, and we are improving it. And other things like this, such as we have a translation app, which is currently used by some translation task force that we have for many languages, that people from the platform are translating themselves our interfaces. So in the future, this internal app that we have, we're going to make it public so that the other application developers can also use it to translate their own applications. That's it for us. Building.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Now, if you had listened to him very well, you would realize these 2 important things that he made mention of. Pi's main concern is to build future value. So Pi Network does not focus mainly on building temporary value or just coming once to the market and then a little while blow away from the market. But their focus is to build a future value. Now, if you remember, in some of our previous videos, we did mention to you earlier on that Pi Network, if you observe closely, Nicholas was one of those people that pioneered the Bitcoin. If you watch closely, he has much information about Bitcoin and he has studied the thing very well. So somebody who has studied Bitcoin and have known the foundations of Bitcoin and everything around it, you see, today is creating an alternative coin that is likely to dominate the market, and which is currently dominating the market now. You would understand that he has a long-term, benefit in mind. He has a long-term goal in mind. Quite apart from that, they wouldn't spend much time. And number 2 is that Pi Network will not appear like the way other people expect it. Why? Because he has already mentioned, you see, anything that will just blow at once can also disappear at once. So we are also used to the regular cryptocurrencies that are flowing in the market. The way they come, they pump up, they pump down and pump up, and before we realize they are out of the market. Okay, that is not how Pi network is going to be. You see, Pi network might take time. However, the value is going to remain. Do you get it? So it's going to come in a way that many people will be disappointed. Maybe the price of Pi may disappoint a lot of people. But you know what? Keep holding it, because you see, it is intended to accrue future value, a huge future value. And trust me, Pi may even take up to 2 months, 2 to 3 to 4 years to come to be able to amount to a significant, amount of money. Do you understand? And so if you are not patient enough, you would lose everything that you have, and later you would regret it. Because in future like this, Pi can take within 1 to 2 months to skyrocket maybe 1,000 or 10,000 times its usual price. And it's not a surprise. That is when everybody has lost theirs. So let's be wise enough. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share, comment.